you guys are kind of the hub of communication and of stress, it seems like, to me at least, at Mission. Is that a fair, you feel that at times?
We are the face of stress.
I would definitely agree with that. Just because you're a Christian, I don't think the stress goes away. Like, there are still stressful moments that we all go through. But I know the big difference that I can see in myself now than opposed to then was one, in how I treated people when I was stressed. Feeling, obviously, like, I'm called to a higher purpose and a higher standard. And so if I'm stressed or whatever, if I am feeling tired and grumpy, where before I wouldn't care I wouldn't care who knew it and how it affected them. Where now I do, and I understand that I'm not, like, the stress shouldn't control me, and it doesn't control me. The Spirit should control me, and so having peace in that, and also knowing the amazing amount of grace that is overflowing in my life also helps relieve a lot of that stress also when I'm going through it.
Also, dealing with stress as a Christian, I feel like you almost have to take more initiative to deal with it, and having moments with God to cast that stress onto Him and just make time for those moments. Because I feel like in those stressful moments, you're more focused on that, and you lose those moments with God. And especially for me, I'll forget to do like a devotional or something that can help with that. Because that's what God's there for, and that's kind of the beauty of having Christ in our lives, is being able to have those prayerful moments and things like that. But I think you kind of have to take the initiative to do that, because it's easy to be more focused on the work, be more focused on what's going on, and sometimes I'll go days without spending moments with God. I'm like, oh wow, I need to focus on what's a priority there.
I've learned, because I've been through a bout before in my life where I really let it get to be a bad problem, and so now that I know what the warning signs look like for me, I have friends in my life, coworkers even. I think I maybe had this conversation with these guys a few months ago, where you have permission to ask, are you doing okay? I know I have a couple of close friends, both at work and not at work, who I've said, I need you to be concerned for me and tell me, hey, I'm worried about you, and they have.
I definitely agree with the accountability, for sure. Having friends and family that watch out for you, and being vulnerable with people too. I've struggled with that before, being quiet and be like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm good, and then it ended up being like, oh my gosh, I am not good right now.
I keep a little notebook at home that I just kind of write down what my prayers are and what I'm stressed about, and then I check them. I check them off every time the Lord answers them, or when that stress is relieved. And when I look at that notebook and I see all these check marks, I'm like, I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get through this time. I'm gonna get through this stress, because He has led me through it before, and I am proof of that.